Two of the stars of the Good Food and Wine Show join us right now. Manu Feildel, who we're familiar with from his fine work on My Kitchen Rules. And
according to his school file, we are BFFs. Yes, I know.
Welcome back, Manu.
Bonjour.
Just there we go.
Natalie.
That's all it takes, to be honest. And also joined by Ainsley Harriott.
Woo! Thank you very much indeed. And Manu, you said bonjour, so because of my Jamaican roots, I'm going to say, what man in you do?
Love it.
Good morning, isn't it?
A little bit like that, you know. That's what you get if you go down to Kingston. Go, we a cop, get on to your bed.
Sadly, I've only got Kalgoorlie roots.
Yeah, that is sad.
Good to have you here. I was looking forward to seeing you, Ainsley, because in my pantry just yesterday, I was just checking through to make sure it was still there. We have the couscous that we buy all the time, the Moroccan spices. There's a bit of a lemon and lime thing happening too.
Yeah, absolutely. That will tease your taste buds, or I should say titillate your taste buds.
Yeah.
So
and you make every single batch of those, is that right?
Oh, absolutely. Every grain, darling. I rub the grains to make sure you get satisfaction.
You shine them one by one.
There's nothing like a bit of buffing, is there, right?
And you've been doing very well as well. We see you everywhere, Manu, and you're telling us that Campbell's a good product to use without being paid for it.
It's to cook the couscous with it.
Of course.
Yeah. And I like the way you didn't sell yourself out on that ad either.
No,
I love
me. I would never do that.
And your accent, I had to listen to it a couple of times to get it because I was like, done, Campbell. To the dog, I was like, what's he saying? Oh, the dog's name's Campbell. That's hilarious.
Are you taking a Mickey again?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, right.
Good to have you back here anyway.
Thank
looking
you.
forward to the shows. Obviously, you're pretty busy with all these time slots.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. I've been doing it for 3 years now, and I really love going around the country, and I really love coming to Perth because people are crazy in Perth, and it makes a better show.
Thank you. We don't have anything going on here. Ainsley, you'll figure that out. You've been here before?
No, I've not been. First time in Perth. I've been coming down to Australia for a while now. But
what do you think?
What do I think? Well, I'm just kind of driving around, going to sort of different radio stations and different restaurants. Fantastic. I've got to say, Western Australian food rocks, baby.
Where have you eaten so far?
We've been to the Heritage. And
new one.
What's the place next door? It seems to be everything's kind of in that little area, beginning with T. Is it the
Trustee?
Trustee.
Yeah.
Now, that was quite cool. And talking about eating various parts of the cow.
Yes.
Which appeals enormously to me, as you can imagine.
Are you a nose to tail eater normally?
I have been known to. Yeah, you have to ask the wife. She does the shopping. What's wrong with you lot? God, you can't get the staff here, can you?
Now, organs. Do you like? Because Nathan's not a very experimental.
My point is, if that sounded terrible. That's why I'm single.
Probably much.
Liver,
no,
kidneys.
my thing is, I think that if you live in a mud hut, then you probably eat organs, and I don't. What do you think? If someone brought me a kidney and
thanks for
said,
throwing it my way, Nate. But I don't know. I suppose it's just down to the individual person, really. You know, you say you have to live in a mud hut. I think that people are you just have your moments when you want to eat meat, and then sometimes you just want to be a bit veggie. It just depends on what's happening, surely.
Manu, what's your favourite organ?
I'll eat everything.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, and hearts and lungs and not lungs.
You can't
actually.
tell me your brain is yummy.
Oh yeah,
What?
Yeah. You just crumb it and then fry it, and then in a little salad with some beautiful bit of leaf and some dressing. You see, a bit of.
Manu, what about
Are you being French?
Can you see what it is yet?
Is it better because he's doing it with a French accent? Is that what
I'm just trying.
Everything sounds better with the French accent.
What about ox tongue and something like that?
Tongue. It's just when
Have
you
you felt
braise
the
it,
texture
just
of that?
melts in your mouth.
What do they call it?
Don't tell me you never had a tongue in your mouth.
I'm thinking back
right.
now. That wasn't in my mouth, though.
We're going to hang on to you. We're going to hang on to you. And coming up next, we want you to taste test something that was recommended to us.
Ooh.
And we thought we will get the expert's opinion to see whether it's as good as it's cracked up to be. All right, that's next. Oh, some lovely whistling work by our guests here in the studio. It's 5 to 8 on Nova 937. Ainsley Harriott and Manu Feildel are in the house. They're here for the Good Food and Wine Show, which is happening all across the weekend.
Get yourself down there, everyone. It's a great night out.
And we thought this would be a great opportunity to get these experts in our midst to test some sausage rolls.
Now, we chucked it up on Facebook the other day. You can still join the conversation. We said, let us know where the food gems are around Perth. You know the big flash restaurants that everyone knows about, but those little shops that are out of the way that might have a great pie or a little deli somewhere that might serve a great sandwich. And we got a great response. So these are sausage rolls that actually come from Subiaco.
That's right.
They're smelling good.
Yeah.
They're from the Meat Safe, which is actually a butchery here in Subi. And Andy and Jesse knocked them together for us this morning.
Now, these were recommended to us on Facebook.
Yes,
Okay,
they
so
were.
the boys are into them now. Ainsley, you've gone for the tomato sauce. Manu, I can't believe you're going for the tomato sauce as well.
I just want to be Australian, mate.
Now, what are your thoughts on tomato sauce? You'd be not...
Good texture going on here.
Yeah.
A little bit salty, I have to confess.
Okay.
Sure.
It is a touch too much salt.
Yep.
I don't know about the pastry. I haven't read the pastry, but there's that's all right. We don't mind too much of that. I think when you're eating a sausage roll, you want those things, don't you? You want to pop it into your mouth. You want it to go bang. You just want it to deliver. You want it to satisfy your craving for a bit of food. So it's not delicate cuisine by any means, but award-winning. You're saying it's award-winning, Nath?
Oh, it's award-winning to our listeners. Yeah.
Well, that's very good.
Well, I've had worse.
That's a good start. That's a good start.
And I'm not being French, but you would burp that all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But that's the curse of a sausage roll.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's the joy of a sausage roll. You get to taste it over and over again.
Like if you have one for breakfast, at midday, you don't go for lunch because you just burp and you've got another bite of it.
You've eaten it again.
You see, my thing with a sausage roll is I think the key is moisture. You can't have a dry sausage roll because then it's just like chewing a thong. And also, a sausage roll has to stand upon itself without sauce. I think if it's good without sauce, and then by adding sauce, it adds another something.
I can't wait for your next book. It's going to be a corker. Manu, you're not a big fan of chucking sauce all over things because in Australia,
No, I love
everywhere.
sauce, but tomato sauce for me is, especially with kids, if you start educating your child with putting tomato sauce on everything, then that flavor is just there for everything. So a fish, meat, vegetables, mashed potato, mushroom, if you put tomato sauce on it, that's
Is
it.
that the same with gravy? Because I gravy everything.
No, it's good you, darling.
But here in Australia, I mean, it's just well known you solve any problem with tomato sauce. So
Yeah, well, that's why I say, if it tastes horrible, put tomato sauce on it.
If you're breaking up with your wife, put tomato sauce on her. It'll solve it.
I've got to say,
every
Manu,
problem.
I think there was a
I
time
must try that next
I
time.
was going to say, Manu, when I was growing up, I used to put a lot of tomato ketchup on various things, but your taste buds change as you get older. You know, it's almost like we're trying to convert our kids, eat broccoli, eat this, eat that. I think in time, you gradually learn different things. You know, like now as we get a bit older, you like a bit of cheese, but it's got a bit of blue vein in it or something like that.
Ooh, blue vein.
That stunk when you were a kid. That's the worst thing you could possibly eat when you were a child. But later on, your taste buds
It's
develop.
like wine, when you kids, what do you drink that for? Now I'm not call it.
And then now it's all that's the best box of stuff ever.
Give your baby wine.
Nova.